Ever feel like your paycheck is running on a treadmill? Like it's going nowhere fast with these prices, you know?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, today we are diving deep into some ideas that could, well, put some more cash in your pocket.
Okay.
We're talking best side hustles
Right.
for 2024.
I like it.
And, this isn't just like some random list we found.
Yeah.
This is based on a recent article that really dug into this whole world of side hustles. And we're talking everything. Freelancing,
Oh, nice.
building a whole online, empire,
Wow.
even becoming a virtual assistant.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Let's do it.
All right, so this article, it kicks things off with something that I think, a lot of people have heard of.
Yeah.
Freelancing.
What?
It's like the poster child of the side hustle world these days. Platforms like, Upwork and Fiverr, they're really where you turn, it seems like.
Yeah, you hear about them constantly.
Yeah, and it's for good reason, right? It's like they're like these digital marketplaces
Yeah.
where you can offer your skills up.
Absolutely. And I think what's really appealing about them and why this article probably highlighted them is just how easy it is to get started. Like the barrier to entry is so low.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you don't need some fancy degree.
Yeah.
You don't need years and years of experience necessarily. It's more about, do you have a skill that you can market and sell? So let's say you're really good at writing.
Right. Or maybe you've got, an eye for design. Like graphic design is huge on these platforms.
Exactly. That's what's so cool. You could be on your lunch break at your 9 to 5, editing blog posts for a tech startup.
Right.
Or like you said, designing logos for small businesses, but you're doing it from your couch.
That's the dream, right?
That's the dream. And this article really highlights how many people are turning their passions, their hobbies into real income.
It's inspiring, right? Okay, so speaking of turning passions into income, let's talk about drop shipping.
Okay. Yeah.
And, e-commerce as a whole.
Right. Because I know what you might be thinking. You might be like, e-commerce, isn't that a little bit?
A lot.
More than a side hustle.
Yeah, it sounds intimidating.
It can be. But here's where it gets really interesting, where this article kind of opened my eyes a little bit.
Okay.
They specifically mentioned Shopify
Oh, yeah.
as a platform that has made it ridiculously easy to set up an online store.
It's true. Shopify is, it's incredibly user-friendly.
Right.
I mean, even for somebody who's, not super tech savvy, it's designed to be very accessible.
Yeah. And they highlighted drop shipping.
Yes.
As a low-risk way to actually dip your toes into these waters.
It really is. Because one of the scariest things about starting a business is that inventory.
Okay.
You're like, I'm sitting on all this stuff.
Right. What if it doesn't sell?
Exactly. And that's where dropshipping is genius, because you don't have any inventory.
Explain that. I think some people listening might not. Yeah, so essentially, someone goes to your online store.
Yeah.
Right? They order a product. That order goes directly to your supplier, the person who actually makes the product. And then they ship it directly to the customer.
Wow.
You're like the middleman, but you never actually touch the product.
So you're connecting the dots, but you don't have to handle all the logistics.
It's like magic, but it's real.
That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to, I think, the side hustle that everyone and their mother is trying to figure out these days.
Which is?
Content creation.
Yes.
Blogging, YouTube channels. Podcasts even. Yes. Everyone, it seems like, is trying to build an audience online these days.
Yeah, and it's almost like this weird thing where, because so many people are doing it, it's easy to think, oh, I could do that.
Right. How hard could it be?
Yeah. And the truth is, it can be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
But it's
work.
It's a lot of work. It really is. This article, I felt like it glossed over that a little bit, because it's more than just, posting a funny video.
Right.
Or, writing a blog post and then boom, you're making money. It's about consistency.
Right. It's about building a relationship.
Exactly. Building a community.
Right.
And that takes time.
Right.
And it takes dedication. And you have to love it. You have to love creating the content, or it's going to show.
It's going to feel like a chore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're not going to want to do it.
Absolutely. So it's not just about going viral, although that would be nice.
Sure. Yeah, it's a bonus.
Okay. So last but not least, let's talk about a side hustle that might not be as glamorous, maybe, as being a famous YouTuber.
Right.
but is incredibly important in this online world.
Okay.
Becoming a virtual assistant.
Oh, I love virtual assistants.
Right. Because they're the unsung heroes.
They are the backbone.
Right. Of so many businesses and entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
And there is a growing need, this article pointed out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is, because think about it. Everyone's busy.
Right.
Everyone's trying to do a million things at once.
Yeah. So who do you offload those things to?
Exactly. And that's where the virtual assistant comes in. So you've got all these skilled professionals who can handle, anything from administrative tasks to managing emails, scheduling meetings.
It's like having a second brain, but it's online.
It is.
And what I love about this particular side hustle is that it leverages skills that I think a lot of people already have.
Absolutely. If you're organized,
right?
If you're efficient, if you enjoy, bringing order to chaos.
If you're a list maker.
Yes, this could be a perfect side hustle for you.
Amazing. And again, you can do it from anywhere.
Anywhere. Laptop, internet, you're good to go.
Love it. So there you have it. A little glimpse into the world of side hustles in 2024.
There you go.
From freelancing platforms to building your own e-commerce empire to creating content to being that silent but powerful force behind the scenes as a virtual assistant.
And the best part is there's something for everyone.
There is.
And I think the biggest takeaway is figure out what you're good at, what you're passionate about, and then explore how those skills, how that passion could translate into a successful side hustle.
Love it. So our listeners, you've heard us talk about these side hustles. Think about what unique skills you have that you could be leveraging.
Yeah, what lights you up?
What are you really good at that you could turn into some extra cash?
Exactly.
Think about it.
That's your homework.